Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eel, and this is, Divinity Original Sin 2. So we're gonna go back to the sewers and just start continuing from there. There's probably stuff I missed. Obviously there's some stuff I missed because of, dialogue limitations and things like that. Oh, I didn't realize there's a thing you can climb down there. My vocabulary is failing me very rapidly. So I think maybe the only other, I guess, quote-unquote regret I have right now for this game is the fact I mean, at the beginning I knew what was going on. Also, is this a different location? It is. So wait. Yeah, this is a different... Alright, sorry, I'm a little confused.
The statue reaches toward the sky, as though...
So... I was talking about regrets, but I got distracted, because... That's not the route I took before. Oh, that's right, it was through the estate. That's where I went. My apologies, everyone. Alright, so we'll go back to the city square. There's the hatch, that's not it. I think it was, yeah, I believe it was through the estate. Any of the other locations. There's the basement. I don't think the basement did it. I know there's Ark's prison, of course. Anyway, so I went through majority of the beginning of the game with, prior knowledge at the very least. At this point I've been playing blind, which definitely has affected my gameplay a little bit. There is some benefits in playing blind. I mean, it does offer some unique experiences, to say the least. How'd I... Okay. So we need to go around. Because technically I'm still not allowed in there, even though I've been in there. But I think for these types of games, I think if I were going to do more of these games, I would probably, as a Let's Play, I would probably make sure I at least play through more of the majority of the game. I think that's a bit more important. Alright. Whoa, wait. Why are you dead? Like, you're just dead. Like, what happened? So Squire Perry's dead. I don't know how he died, but he's dead. Okay, yeah, it was this route we took. And this takes us to this area, which is completely, it's labeled as arcs, but it's completely different. And this place doesn't have a waypoint. So this is where we were before we got distracted by some side quest. Anyway, I guess the only other issue though is, in the case of the Divinity games, I didn't complete Divinity's Original Sin 1. I didn't finish it. I just literally lost interest. And I think that's also part of the reason why I kind of forced myself to start playing this. Even though eventually I'll go, be playing it blindly. is, you know, I kind of want to complete the game, but... Alright, well, you're getting yourself killed. But yeah, that's sometimes what I do. I pick a game that I'm like, well, if I let's play it, that'll force me to finish it. So this thing is completely locked. And it doesn't look like the trolls have any spirits to talk to, so I didn't miss anything there. And this looks like a big open area. I'm gonna go ahead and make a new save. This will be Let's Play 61. Okay, well, the game doesn't want me to complete it either, apparently, because it nearly crashed again. Alright. So I'm making a save just in case I run into anything. Spirit of a prisoner. I got enwebbed.
It's an ambush. Of course it is.
Of course it is. So I step into web, so I'm in webbed right now. Which prevents me from moving at all, which is a little annoying. Void touch crawler, huh? Well, I can at least grab you, I think. Oh, come on. You seriously too far away? Alright, fine. We'll buff. You're out of range for that. Yeah, I don't really have a good solution for that. These things are pretty weak too, they're level 18, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'm just gonna buff myself. And then is there a way to get rid of enwebbed? Not with first aid. Oh, I can't dodge anyway, so that freaking uncanny evasion doesn't do anything for me. So good to know. We'll just end the turn and let it come to us. Infested. An egg is gestating in this creature. On status expiration or death of the character, the egg will burst, spawning a hostile monster. Cured by Bless, regenerating healing ritual and cleanse wounds. Well, I do know... Well, I don't have restoration. I do have Blessed, though. Or I can let it burst out of my chest. You know, whichever. Fog swollen, void touched, fog swollen. Alright, I want to grab that one over there, but it's not wanting me to do that. That's fine, you can attack me. And then I'm going to go ahead and... You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get haste on ya. Get that prepared.
I'm ready.
Weak against fire. Okay, we can play with that. Ooh, whoa. Oh my god. That's death fog. Oh my god, that's death fog. If I was just a little bit closer, that would have killed me. Are you infested? Yeah, you're infested. Oh my god. Yeah, that would have... I mean, if you're undead, it's a non-issue, but yeah. Wow. That's impressive. And apparently I'm assuming the Void Touch is immune to Death Fog. So yeah. That happened. I'm still kind of in a shitty situation here, so... But at least it's in range. Alright, this one makes Cursed Poison Clouds, not a big deal. I'm stuck where I'm at, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't do anything because I got webbed again, so end turn. Oh, that was terrifying. Alright. If that's the case, I need to kill the Vogue touched ones with Losa. Unfortunately, I don't have another teleport available. I can hit it with this. That's probably not enough to kill it. So what if I do that? Okay, that should be enough. And we'll do this combination here. That is scary. Alright, weak against fire as well. Here, I'll just do this. Oh, well, thanks for putting all that on me. Looks like that one's... Oh, it's dead. That's what happened. Okay, that was interesting. That was extremely, extremely interesting. Well, while I'm waiting for that to wear off, I'll teleport you over here. Right. Yes, I know. I'm webbed. Can we burn this? There we go. Oh good, the Death Fog wears off. I was a little worried about that too. I wonder if you can remove Death Fog with Cyclone. That would be interesting. Clouded Diamond. Goo, huh? Ladder going up. There's also there are some cocoon people up there too. And down here as well. So they're definitely getting clever with the encounters. Sewer's key, huh? I already have a sewer's key. What tooth? I haven't seen one of those in forever. You can actually craft something with that. Took forever, but we're back to full source again. So I expect it to be drained away eventually. So I usually don't use it besides casting Bless. That looks like a whole lot of trouble. Leads to there. Which I'm guessing is just another way through. Then there's a route here, and there's Death Fog there, and a path down. This place is just full of surprises. I can't believe how freaking close I was to just blowing myself up. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I would have just resurrected her, but essentially my options for fighting that thing with Rumia would have been extremely limited, to say the least. Alright. Level 18 ring, that's to be expected. So supposedly I think there's a way to get to where we need to go through the sewers, as far as the main quest is concerned. More fancy armor. 18. Okay, well, I believe we've gotten an equilibrium before. Rusted ritual dagger. Got blood on it. This is very similar to that one room I found back in like chapter 3 or something. Oh, there's a prisoner too. We should talk to him. And apparently I missed another container. This is why I haven't bothered respecking as well, because it really does get me a lot of fancy gear when I just stick with this. I think one other way to play this, if I were to replay, is probably without any of the fancy bonus things that get you just extra loot, essentially. Wand of the Lizard.
Bound and blindfold, you are dragged through the darkness. The stench tells you you're in the sewers. Your dwarven captors are silent, but then a skittering, as of blades tapping on stone. Your captors stop, unsure. Screams rend the darkness. Silence falls, and then that sound again. Sticks dancing on stone. You tear the blindfold free, then wish you hadn't. The giant spider looms over you. Its jaws close upon your face.
I do like the spirit mechanic, even though it's a little tedious to keep recasting the spell over and over again. I mean, the only comparison I can come up with is the what was it, the Pillars of Eternity, that game, which really had their own little time traveling mechanic thing, I guess. I don't even know how to describe it, but you can like talk to people and you can see their past and stuff. But everything, like all the past that you would read in Pillars of Eternity, or at least the ones I read, were mostly just irrelevant. Like, they weren't that important. I mean, I believe some of them were literally just made by, was it, Kickstarter backers or something like that. So, not as... What I'm trying to say is that, like, there's lore when you actually, you know, look at these, spirits and talk to them and relive what they went through. Alright, I'm gonna put a save here just in case I do something weird like aggro the planet or something. Sewers beneath the prison. Okay, so we're back to here. So, okay. Lines are connecting. So this is another route. Okay, so at least I have a way to get back here without too much issue. There's a kid in here. And that looks like a death ritual thing going on over there. Okay, nothing here. Hides here, blank water book. They still don't know what to do with crafting, it feels like. This is my way down. Yeah, this is the only way to here. And it's one way. I mean, one way if you can't teleport, I guess. I don't think we've unlocked any fancy dialogue, have we? No, we haven't. Alright, well, do I want to keep going down or do I want to go up? Can you pick this lock? So right now, she has a 2 in thievery right now, and I was able to pick that lock. That's my main complaint. Not the fact that I was able to pick it with 2 thievery, it's the issue that there's dialogue out there that I can't get access to without, you know, higher speech. But overall, I don't really mind it too much. The game does give you a lot of options to get access to certain quests. There's just a few that apparently it feels like they're completely locked behind dialogue trees. Which is actually not something I ran into in the previous chapters that much. I don't really recall any other situations where that happened. So maybe that's why it's been bothering me recently, because that's what I've been running into ever since I've arrived at this chapter. Who knows? Maybe I'm just crazy. I mean, I already assume every person that's watching this is just imaginary or a bot. Which tells you much when I keep responding to some of the comments. Oh wow, money. What I always wanted. Alright, well this looks like a very capable trap.
He's just a child.
Past mistakes. We read about the mistake, a godwoken who turned on the divine order after the Seekers trained him. The magisters still have him in captivity somewhere. We came across a caged little boy called Karen, who was wearing a source collar. Nearby was an arrangement of braziers. What was going on here?
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. I'm not a mistake. I'd never hurt anyone, Mum. You've got to believe me.
A mistake. Is he the one you've heard of, the fallen godwoken?
The boy shakes his head in denial, then beams like the summer sun. Impossibly, your heart stirs at the sight of a young child confined to a cage.
You're so cool. I bet you've been everywhere. Can you tell me a story?
Let's tell him about the time we met a dragon.
Really? Oh, maybe someday I can meet a dragon too.
The child's glee quickly turns to sorrow, and he squeezes a few tears out. They drip down his face in big, shimmering droplets.
Can't you let me out? The magisters put this collar on me because I can make fire with my fingers. Then they just left me here. They're so mean.
Not to the candles. You presume they are the key to freeing him?
Sure are. You just gotta light them all at once. I don't know how to do that, but you're a grown-up. Maybe you can figure it out.
One last tear slides down his impossibly pink cheek. A hungry kitten couldn't look more plaintive.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a big mistake. But I'm gonna go ahead and let out the evil. There's also... What's up ahead? I'll be back in a bit, kid. So where does this lead?
Nailed shut. They won't budge.
Fine. We'll do it this way then. Didn't work. Alright, what if I... So I'm using special abilities because that will prevent it from breaking my weapon. Definitely feels like they kept a lot of stuff from Divinity Sin 1. And they really probably could have safely got rid of it. Alright, so before we let out that great evil that's apparently contained within a child. I mean, I'm just saying my assumptions at this point. Let the save finish first. Thank you. Past mistakes. We didn't do anything about Karen. Something about this just didn't feel right. So this is how the prisoners were escaping, because we're back in the prison now. So that's how that happened. What?
Of course, this mess.
It seems the magisters opened the cage. Its occupant has vanished. Well, now I just want to flee. I want to release him. Oh, wow. Wow, that's special. I kind of want to see what happens if you let him out. Yeah, I'm going to do that. As much as I don't like safes coming in this. But this is the first time where, like, actually leaving the chamber does affect the story. Or affect a quest line. Usually you're like, a quest line just stays there, until you go and do it. The whole thing like, oh, you just arrived just in time, no matter how long you wait. Alright, let's play a game. I can light them all easily with that spell.
Such bleeding heart. You had every chance to leave me here, but you just couldn't resist those big, watery puppy dog eyes, could you?
Want to trade? Oh, you have a teddy bear. Continue.
A pity. Siva's standards were never very high, and by the looks of you, that hasn't changed.
Let's just nip this in the bud, shall we? Reach for your weapon. This danger needs to be nipped in the bud.
Straight to the point. I like it. So let's not waste any more time, eh? I enjoy a bit of drama, don't you?
Sheesh. Any other actions you want to do? Well, alright. We have... Oh, they all got up. Neat. Frozen Heart. Urha the Snake Charmer. Sahun the Woundbinder. And Seva the Many-Faced. We released Karen, who transformed into the Mistake, a crazed godwoken who was imprisoned by the Divine Order. It's kind of... I mean, I was intending on releasing him anyway, so it's nice to go ahead and just deal with it now. How do I want to do this? Also, why do you have so many action points? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know how she has so many action points. She should be too short. Okay, so one thing we need to do... I'm gonna go ahead and buff everybody. Which actually gave me a lot of HP back. That's nice. Next. Want to do tactical retreat to here. Then up to here. Oh, you can't. You're not gonna let me teleport up there, are you? I see. Not a big deal. How much HP do you have if you have that much? Okay. So what I need to accomplish here is I want to grab that person and get that person to here. Okay. And then I need to do as much damage as I possibly can. Or at least go for the knockdown. Let's go for the knockdown. Yeah, that was a good call. Because well, if I had done the all in, I probably would have done enough damage. Actually, if I had done Whirlwind, I would have killed at least one of them. Oh well. Not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and drink this large magic armor thing. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Okay. Losa's doing just fine because she is a magic beast, so I don't need to worry about those two. They'll get back up on their own. I'm slowed at the moment. And I can't reach you. Alright, what do you got, Frozen Heart? Weak against fire. Go figure. Well, I have just the thing for you that apparently can't reach you. Got it. Alright, I'll do this instead. Are you serious? Can I not? Alright, we'll do it this way then. Yeah, can't get him while he's in that cage. That is not fun. Alright. Well, I don't want to get myself killed, so it's uncanny evasion. Rumia's too far away. We'll just do this. Didn't go exactly how I wanted it to. Okay, got that going for us. Oh, he hasn't had his turn yet. Good for him. Got them both? Got them both. Alright. Hello, winged person. Oh wow, she's so far away from the combat. Alright, let that all refresh, and then I will kindly teleport myself to here. Alright. I can reach you now. You're still stuck in that freaking cage, which is a problem. So I'm just gonna do this instead. I never understand how this works. Let's see, can I get it without hitting her? Yes. Alright. Okay. That was actually pretty entertaining. 4 charming arrows, really? That would have been actually pretty dangerous. The Void Ember has cryotherapy. What crossbow do you have right now, Losa? Level 20 crossbow. This one's actually technically stronger because of the water damage. That's about it. We'll leave it be. Alright. Of course, his spirit is back. Teddy bear, giant rock runes, some spears, and other nonsense.
The spirit winks at you.
Looks like we're chiseled from the same stone, Godwoken. You must be so proud.
Search his eyes. What turned this man into a killer?
The spiritual union is sudden. It sounds and feels as if you have fallen to the sand chest first from the coast's tallest cliff. You gasp, and you open your eyes. You bow to Alexander. Gareth said you had to. You rise to see the bishop's scepter pointed directly at you. He waves it impatiently. Show me. He is the master, you are the obedient hound. And he wants to see your tricks.
Cast bless upon him. This is not the time to release your rancor.
Alexander's cloak and coronet shine radiantly upon being blessed. His face, however, is numb. He waves you off without a word. He doesn't see your fists tighten. He doesn't see your jaw clench. He doesn't know that next time will be different. Your soul rejoins your body with the same force with which it left.
They claimed to seek a divine. What they actually wanted was a trained monkey.
The spirit nods to you.
Seems they found what they were looking for.
Alright. It's kind of interesting that those spirit visions actually give you kind of control of, like, what the story is. 'Cause, I mean, I literally decided what he did in the past. Alright. So that was fun. Let's go ahead and identify what we got. So the good news is we're kind of narrowing down where we need to go. Level 19. Yeah, it's still not useful. That is finesse-based armor. Okay. Alright, now we'll go up the stairs. And then back down. Karen, the mistake is dead. So that was fun. Hello? Critical chance 10%, cleave damage 30%, 7% dodging. Ain't terrible, but the axe is just so much better. Alright. Okay, so we got all that taken care of. Now we just gotta go back the way we came. Alright, our next target is that way. So easiest route to that is that way. Why can't I, Closer, if you will. Can't be picked, huh? Is that what it really means? Or is it too low? I think it might be unpickable, because usually when it's set, it tells me my thievery is too low. Yeah, can't be picked. Okay. So that's not an option. Unless maybe you have to find a switch for it? Still have routes up this way too. And look at that bonfire. We can go there to spend our souls or something. Alright. Teleporting really breaks the game. But they do support it, so... It is what it is.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Yeah, I know. Alright, let's, Thanks. Let's short rib the rat. This does not feel like the right way. Coiled sword. Okay. That didn't get me anywhere. What if... Aha! Loophole. That opens that door. So the intention was to come in from the other way.
Enough death fog here to kill everyone in arcs.
Suspicious hole in the wall. Alright, let's make a save. So those sewer keys we picked up, that's what it's for. Alright, there's an herb over there, but I don't care about it. It's nice to be back to exploring again.
A guard rushes in front of you, and before you can flinch, the point of a sharp spear draws a bead of blood from the artery in your neck.
That's okay, I can heal.
Halt! State your name. Now!
Oh, for goodness sake, woman, lower your spear. That is no way to greet a guest.
Queen Justinia.
Isbiel, I've not known you to be so welcoming to strangers.
Have I yet to disappoint your highness in matters of security?
Your Majesty?
Do as she says. Lower your spear.
Yes. Of course, my queen.
Okay.
One we are most certainly equipped to handle, your Majesty.
Are you sure? At this most sensitive hour.
Quite sure, your Majesty.
A most unusual visit, I should say.
One we are most certainly equipped to
Okay.
handle.
So they're repeating now. Justinia's jackal.
Most sensitive hour.
Quite sure, your Majesty.
A most unusual visit, I should say.
I'm watching you. One misstep and I will have your head.
I will kill all of you.
Your Highness, Bloom of Duna, Flame of the Forge, I present to you the Seed of Divinity.
Queen Justinia sucks in her cheeks, then offers you her unwavering hand.
Shake your hand vigorously. That's a gentle and honorable peck on her gloved hand.
The Queen retracts her hand and rewards your reverence with a curt nod.
An audience is granted. I am yet too intrigued to give my leave. Now tell me, Isbiel, why do you allow this woman before me?
My queen, the human specimen before you is a godwoken, a claimant to the divine throne.
The Queen wrinkles her face and gives Isbael a sideways glance. Isbael's red-brown eyes meet her gaze head-on.
Many have laid claim to Lucian's legacy, including his own inferior spawn. I presume our visitor has more than a vague title to boast of?
Stay silent and see what Isabel has to say.
The godwoken has proven herself a worthy combatant in the joys arena of the One. Her name was on the lips of all who roamed there.
I appreciate the effort in gaining the respect of one's fellow refugees. You have my attention, godwoken, if not my adulation.
Well, let her continue.
Isbael looks to the Queen and speaks further of your deeds.
Her triumphs as champion of Driftwood are known to all dwarves of Reaper's Coast. This title is not effortlessly earned.
Yes, it seems you've proven yourself familiar with sword and source. The raucous one would not assign the honor of champion lightly.
Well, let's see what else she has to say.
Isbael looks to the Queen and speaks further of your deeds.
The godwoken arrogated the Lady Vengeance, the very vessel that terrorized the high seas under the Hammer's command.
The Queen's eyes grow wide, and she nods appreciatively, then looks to Isbael to continue the ovations.
Alright, so she kind of goes in an arbitrary order, apparently. Alright.
She has escaped the island prison to which the Order confined her, a feat deserving a modicum of respect.
I think she could have put the, 2 and 12 together to come up with that one, since, the other two things required me to be out of prison.
A refugee from the Joy, then. Impressive. Few avoid the Magister's watchful eyes. Can this godwoken declare other triumphs, Isbiel?
Stay silent, see how much more this lady can, be my hype person.
I've no more of your accomplishments to announce. If I didn't know better, I'd think you almost vain. Well, I see no reason to mince words, godwoken. You're here to die.
Isbiel, whatever's gotten into you? Malodorous it may be, but this is still a court, not a gallows.
Your Majesty, the godwoken is no ally, but enemy. She would throw your plans in disarray. You have worked so hard. Arcs must fall to the death fog.
Confront Isabel. You know she's with the Black Ring.
What? Nonsense. It cannot be.
Oh, but you're a clever one, godwoken, aren't you? Fine. You've outed me. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop the death fog. The wheels are in motion.
Isbiel?
Shut your royal maw, Justinia. Arcs will fall and your memory writ. They will believe it was your will, your plan, your command.
Wait for the Queen's response. Well, you know what? I'll attempt one of these. Just which one do I want to attempt? Shout in anger and grab your weapon. She will call off the attack now. Of course.
The royal guards unsheath their blades and point them not at Isbale, but at you.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Whoa. Oh,
You give
cutscene.
yourself awake to the cold gaze of 1,000 stones and the hot gaze of the dwarf Isbale, right hand of the queen.
Oh, good. You're awake. Yeah, at first I figured I'd just kill you. But then I thought, Isbeel, you're wasting an opportunity here. Don't bother thanking me just yet, though. I dare say you'll be begging to die before long. So I'll start with lesser toxins, just to see how you react, and take it from there.
Alright, so these guys up here are Black Ring. And there's the Doomsday device.
How strong a dose can a godwoken handle? How long does it take for one to succumb? So many questions.
Ask what she's done with Queen Justinia.
Your lips open, but no words spill forth. You try to lift your head, but it is no match for gravity. She has paralyzed you. Only your eyes are free to move.
Don't fight it. You'll only make things worse.
Yay, cutscene.
Oh, but I've been so rude. You should know the real me. Oh, it's good to give myself a rest. Those masks can be darned pesky.
Summon as much source from within as you can. Maybe you can break free.
Every ounce of energy within you evaporates. You have no more control over your own source than you do of your flaccid body. Isbale shakes her head at you. Tut tut.
Do try to relax. The harder you fight, the harder the experiment will be on you.
Alright.
Ah, that dose proves quite alarming for my normal subject. Let's try a new approach, shall we?
I was going to try to look at the journal, but it's not letting me. Relax. Fighting will only increase the upcoming agony.
Let's see now. I have just the thing. Just a spritz, mind you.
Tried imprisoning us alongside her in her laboratory.
You struggle to move, and you feel your toes wiggle, and your fingers twitch. The paralysis is waning.
Interesting. Some of the results are quite unexpected. Now, let's move on to Death Fog. Live or die, you've already proven most... Well, I was going to say useful, but perhaps entertaining is the better word.
Isbale turns the valve, but no fog wafts forth. In that moment, you feel your bones and muscles awaken. You've regained control of your body at last.
What's wrong with it? God! Come! The godwoken's broken free of my spell!
I've got to get out of this death.
Alright. So that happened. Fortunately, it wasn't really suspenseful because it was a cutscene, so... But that's alright. I at least get this opportunity to murder everybody here. But... it looks like I'm out of time. So I am the Depressed Dior. This was Divinity Original Sin 2. See you guys later.